But I just have to say here, everybody around this table is in favor of peace. And we work very hard, and we've worked very hard during the past few years to have a peace which is a robust and long-standing peace. This is why the idea of a trilateral meeting is very important, because this is the only way to fix it. And by the way, I think as a follow-up, we would need probably a quadrilateral meeting, because when we speak about security guarantees, we speak about the whole security of the European continent. And this is why we are all united here with Ukraine on this matter. In order to organize such a trilateral meeting, your idea to ask for a truce or ceasefire, at least to stop the killings, as we discussed, is a necessity. And we all support this idea. And in order to have such a long-standing peace for Ukraine and for the whole continent, we do need the security guarantees. And the first one is clearly a credible Ukrainian army for the years and decades to come. And the second one is our own commitment, all of us. And we worked very hard during the past few months among the coalition of the willings, with the support of NATO, to build the different pillars of security guarantees and our commitments. And you can be sure that the Europeans are very lucid about the fact that they have their fair share in these security guarantees for Ukraine, but their own security is clearly at stake in this situation. So you can count on us, as we can count on you, in order to deliver this robust peace for both Ukraine and Europe.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel.
Ramaphosa in high-level talks with Zelenskyy and Macron on Ukraine-Russia peace efforts. President Cyril Ramaphosa engaged in pivotal discussions with key European leaders on Saturday, focusing on the ongoing conflict in Ukraine and efforts to broker peace. The discussions, initiated by the recent meetings convened by former U.S. President Donald Trump with both President Vladimir Putin of Russia and President Volodymyr Zelenskyy of Ukraine, underscored South Africa's commitment to fostering a resolution to the war. During a series of telephone calls, President Ramaphosa spoke directly with his counterparts, including President Zelenskyy and President Emmanuel Macron of France. He has also been in touch with Finland's former Prime Minister, Alexander Stubb, to discuss a collaborative approach to the escalating situation. The presidency said these conversations come on the heels of a briefing from President Putin following his own recent discussions with President Trump, indicating that international dialogue on the matter is intensifying. In these talks, European leaders openly shared their perspectives on the conflict and expressed strong appreciation for South Africa's mediatory role that seeks to bridge gaps between the warring nations. President Ramaphosa reaffirmed the crucial importance of maintaining an urgent dialogue, proposing that bilateral and trilateral meetings between the leaders of Russia, Ukraine, and the United States could serve as a significant step towards establishing a framework for peace. "We must seize this moment," he stated, urging all parties involved to sustain momentum in the pursuit of an end to hostilities. The discussions come at a critical juncture, with the upcoming G20 summit placing South Africa in the limelight as it assumes the presidency for this influential gathering. Ramaphosa reiterated his warm wishes for South Africa's success in steering a course toward equitable and inclusive global governance, especially with France's upcoming G7 presidency in 2026 also in view. As Ramaphosa moves to continue this dialogue with European leaders, his administration remains steadfast in its commitment to facilitate peace in the Great Lakes region and beyond. Additional discussions with other European leaders are expected in the coming weeks as South Africa intensifies its diplomatic efforts in the run-up to this year's United Nations General Assembly scheduled for September. Like and subscribe now.